guys up. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. My internet is running really bad right now. So don't be surprised if the stream's gonna be shit tonight. It's running really bad. It's running really, really bad tonight. Fortunately, we should do. So it's gonna run really poor tonight. So you guys are gonna have to bear with it. Hopefully it's fixed tomorrow. Yeah, really slow right now. It's really bad. I'm dropping frames like crazy right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna be playing a short amount tonight. I'm not gonna really stream too long. It's gonna be a really short stream. Probably like 2 hours at that max. I'm gonna do my dailies. I already did the new event. It started tonight. Let me see if that thing. Twitter. Let me see the event page. I might see what. I know it says it changes during the day change. I'm wondering if it changed again. Because I did it before 1 o'clock. See if it changes. Oops. Never mind. Yeah, never mind about that. Okay. It's not gonna change till tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm not gonna stream too long tonight. Like I said, maybe 2 hours max. I gotta go right to bed because I gotta work a double shift. And I'm gonna come in at 12 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah, been reading about Guilty Gear, so yeah, I'm still not liking the damage too much in the game. I think the damage is still way too high. Not really caring for the damage. That's the biggest problem with the game. Okay.
Add app.
Don't mind the lag. It's pretty laggy. Been having internet problems all night tonight. I don't know. It's been really bad. Half the speed. There's a lot of just lags and dips. I mean, I mean, you could still watch stuff and do stuff, but yeah, you can see my ping really high. 250 ping? Like, holy crap, that is bad. Really bad. Normally it's like 70, 80, 90, 200 and something. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm playing offline, so it's not a big deal. I have to play with people, so. we can't make these, can we? Go spin these somewhere. And go spin them. Spend them on blues, I guess. I got enough money. Spend on blues. Do 4 on blues. See the lag though, it's so bad. I don't know what happened either. I don't know why the internet's so slow right now. I guess it started around 11 o'clock or so. And it's just been like this for like the last 4 hours. It's really fucking slow.
Quake! I will have order. Quake!
I do apologize for the lag, guys. I really can't do anything about it. I don't know if it's going to be fixed by tomorrow. Hope so, because I'm going to be working. So if it's laggy as hell, it's going to suck.
Feel the beat. Enhanced animal module 7.
The internet's like this tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to play Guilty Gear. It's going to suck. I'm going to have to skip it.
Crumble!
Not like I'm honestly missing from what a couple of my friends said that there's cool stuff about it, but there's a lot of stuff wrong with it too. Like I said, the damage is way too high. The showdown damage. I mean, it's not as bad as the first beta, but it's still pretty bad. Matches go by way too fast. already did the new web event. Easy. I gotta do that like 7 times to get the full reward. I think it's 7 times.
Another test subject. Quake! You're open. That tingle? I got careless. You're open.
Enhanced animal module 75. Feel the beat.
I got careless. Another test subject.
Leave it all to me. Someone needs assistance.
Yeah, hopefully we can play Guilty Gear tomorrow. Still kind of mixed about it though. Better than what it initially was, but there's some stuff that needs to change. Like, particularly the damage. Need the lobbies to be improved, the rematch function, and then the other thing is there's no instant kills I noticed too, which is really odd for Guilty Gear not to have instant kills. Really odd.
Ancient alchemy truly is.
It's like such a trademark ability that every Guilty Gear game has had. So not seeing it in this game just seems weird. And then also they need to add more Gatling routes, because the Gatling routes are really piss. Like that's one thing they didn't even take into consideration, like after all the feedback about that, to add more Gatling routes. And they didn't. They literally just left it alone. They adjusted some hit properties and they added, changed dust a little bit. But I think, yeah, also they need to make it where you can not air block certain things, because there's no real anti-airs in the game. People can just jump in block, and they don't have to worry about any repercussions. So I think they need to make it where certain moves are unblockable in the air, like certain anti-airs, just like normal Guilty Gear. Forces you to have to use the other mechanics.
Order guide you. Rise!
Animal test 6308.
Go do my dailies.
Add as
Yeah. 24. Just two more times, just 1200, 1300, and just 1200, 1300, 1400. So yeah, I'll be at 1000. You can do two of these, two or three of these. Ley lines will get done. I'll do 5 more ley lines tomorrow by tomorrow and stuff. This will get done. That for sure is gonna get done. That'll be fine. Yeah, I'll get all this done by Saturday. Saturday, I'm gonna shut down. Let's go do our dailies. Dailies, and then do artifact routes, and then try to do a little bit of the, what do you call it, the event. Then go to bed. I gotta get up. Get up and. I mean, I don't have to do the event tonight. I got all week to do it. I can honestly do it next week. I don't need to do it right away. I think I have until next Friday to do it. You can get it all done in one day, to be honest. 2 days if you're slow. Not something I really have to worry about.
Swirl, Mark 2. Feel the beat.
This is order.
Yeah.
Straight on in.
Yeah, I'm probably not. After I'm done streaming, I'm probably gonna reset my internet. That fixes it. More than likely, it's not gonna fix it. It's more than likely something on Spectrum's end. Usual, there's something breaking. When the internet doesn't work right. Ugh, it's so bad.
Try.
Pyrotechnics.
Order guide you. Quake.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
Pick.
I'm gonna do the event tonight. I can do it tomorrow, but I'll try to do a little bit tonight. I gotta get up at 11:30 tomorrow. Start work at 12. I work till 9 o'clock. And after work, hopefully, like I said, if the internet's not a problem, I can start playing Guilty Gear. About 5 hours. And I gotta get up at 10 o'clock to go to the doctor's appointment to help my mom. A couple of errands. This weekend sucks.
Leave it up to me.
I was really busy this week. Just wish everything wasn't happening. Good Guilty Gear beta. It's like I want to play it. If I can't get enough sleep, and
Absorption
not
test.
gonna jeopardize my sleep to play a beta.
Power core.
Either tomorrow or Saturday, I'm gonna have to really bust my ass on all the dailies.
Swirl. Mark 2. Amp it up.
That's done. And the next weekend hit level 50. Battle pass. And I can buy my battle pass. Might be the last battle pass I buy though, because I don't know. It depends what's going on with this game. So the games I want to play, so I might end up taking a little break from this game.
Add as.
There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Started to. So the big reward is 1,000,000,000 gems, which is divided amongst all the players in the game, which is pretty cool. It was kind of nice, you know. It's all the pine. Easy peasy. Okay.
I just came up with an awesome new riff. Wanna hear it?
Done. 30 minutes. 30 minutes to finish up some this. So I'll do 30 minutes of this and then go do my dailies. And do my artifact run. And then after that, I'm probably gonna go to bed. Can't really stay up too late. 4:30, get up to 7:30, 11:30. Rested. Give me enough sleep. At least have 7 hours sleep. I'm groggy at work.
Wish
Runs or so.
Speed of light.
I don't even know what a room grader is. Flying things.
Don't blink. Don't blink.
The map guy. Yeah, it's already live, but I can't play it unfortunately. My internet's really bad right now. Also, I don't have time. I gotta go to bed soon. So I'm gonna have to skip the beta. Would like to play, but obviously I'm not gonna skip my work, you know. Yeah, it's up right now if you want to download it. It's been having a lot of problems though. Yeah, the beta's console exclusive.
Nice and spicy. Race you.
PS4, PS5 only. Yeah. Fortunately, if you don't have either system, you can't play the beta. Fortunately. So, fortunately, you won't be able to play the beta. Yeah, PC doesn't get the beta. And then the reason I already know why they don't do it because they don't want people hacking, mining the data. Really? Seriously, didn't get phased by that? Wow, he's.
Incoming.
You hit him. The beta lasts until Sunday morning. So you got 2 days.
Don't blink. Don't blink.
You mean, am I going to play it? I can't until either tonight or tomorrow. I have to work. I have to work today. I just got off work and I have to go back to work. So I got to go back in 8 hours. Fortunately, I have to work overtime. I was supposed to have today off. But they said I had to come in. Fortunately, I gotta come in. I'd like to play. Fortunately, I got stuff to do, man. I'll try. If I can't play it, I can't play it. I'm not gonna skip work to go play it. It's not worth it. All right, man. You take care, dude. You see you later, dude. Good luck on your tests. I'm not gonna be on much longer myself. I'm gonna go to sleep in less than an hour. Who plays two of them? Three of these things?
Incoming. Speed of light.
You know what?
Don't blink.
Damage. There, those go by.
Incoming. By royal decree. Don't blink. treat. Oz, reveal light. Incoming. Hey! Yeah! Speed of light. Ah! Ah! Ha! Don't blink. Ah! Don't blink. Yeah!
Gotta go up to 10. Doing this a lot. Doing this a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend at least 2 hours doing this stamina. We'll have to do this on the weekend. Do this next week. It's right now, like I said, with all the overtime, you don't have a lot of time. Guilty Gear Beta, that doesn't help.
This is the Lantern Rite Gala.
At least Saturday, I think I'll have a lot more time. So I'll probably do all the stuff on Saturday.
Now, isn't this lively?
Saturday after, I guess I'll play the beta for a while, then I'll switch to Genshin probably for like 3-4 hours. Yeah, tonight it's just not a good night right now. We'll get it done though. I guess I got till next Friday to get it done, so this is Saturday. We'll try to make a big dent in it. Gotta get to bed.
Power core!
I think I started at like 4:05 or something. Seeing some pretty stupid shit in Guilty Gear. What's up, Lide? How you doing? Going on? What's up with you? You mean like the lobbies as in the online's really bad? Like it's really laggy? Or do you mean like just the lobbies and are just not designed well? Like what do you mean? Like I heard the netcode is fantastic. That's they said that's the biggest highlight of the game. It's the netcode. It's really, really damn good. But they said the servers have been crashing a lot. They've already crashed twice. Not sure if you can hear me. Can you hear me, Lida? Or you can't hear me? Well, yeah, I think yeah, now as far as the lobby system, yeah, it's crap. The lobbies are crap. I don't think anybody's going to disagree with you. But now as far as the netcode's good. I heard the matches, like when you play matches, it's actually really damn good. But I can't even play the game right now. First of all, my internet is really bad right now. I'm getting horrible lag. And second, I don't have time. I literally just got off work like an hour ago. I gotta go back in 8 hours. So I gotta work a double shift. So I can't even play it, unfortunately. I haven't been able to play it the last 2 days. So I know my friends are probably thinking, how come you're not playing? How come so I know my friends are probably thinking, how come you're not playing? How come you're skipping it? I'm like, I can't play. I can't play right now. I mean, what you want me to do? I cannot play the beta. I would like to play the beta, but I cannot. Love to, but fortunately, can't do it right now. Hopefully I can play it tomorrow. Hopefully. If I can't play it tomorrow, I'm not going to play it till Saturday. When I say tomorrow, I mean Friday. It's Friday right now, but we'll see. I mean, honestly, if I can't play it, I just can't play it. That's just the unfortunate part, you know? to skip the beta, then I gotta skip the beta. I'm not gonna cry over it. Just the timing is just really bad for me because of the overtime. I want to play, but basically said nope. You gotta work this weekend. Pick an hour, pick a shift. I'm like, I'll work afternoon shift because I can't work morning shift because they won't let me because of legal reasons. I mean,
You just the goblin and stuff?
I haven't bothered playing it.
Oh, it's back up. Just you know.
I'm not gonna play it.
Not today.
I gotta go back to work.
Oh.
I'm finishing my dailies. I gotta get up. I gotta go back to work at noon.
Oh shit.
I don't have time to play.
That's
Also, the net's bad too.
Yeah, is it still bad? I was gonna ask you about that. It's still bad, huh?
Yeah, I know when I'm streaming, it's like it's through the lag.
Yeah. Okay. I was running you on back up.
Yeah, but I'm
I remind everybody, but I was like, I can't. I gotta get up soon too. I'll just let you know.
no problem. I'll try to play it tomorrow or something.
Well, hopefully that's good. Now you might have to call as soon as it's going on.
Yeah, because that's like I can't play it, but that's like that bad. So, all right, night. As my roommate's wondering how come I'm not playing it. I can't. I can't play it right now. I don't have time. Obviously, my dailies are more important. I do my dailies, otherwise I'm gonna fall behind. I know all the hype going on, like, oh my god, play Guilty Gear. I'm like, yeah, I'll get around to it. I can tell you this one thing, Lide, I still don't like the damage. The damage is way too high in the game still. You die so quick. It's not even funny. Like, you just do ridiculous damage. I think, honestly, the damage in general high. They need to drop it like another 20%, in my opinion. What the fuck? Why are we not up yet? Personally, I think they need to drop the damage more. Because I look at matches online and people are dying really fast. Like, I've seen, like, matches go like 20-25 seconds. You're done. Each round. Which is, in my opinion, way too fast. Unless you're expert. You know, if you're expert and you're killing somebody that fast because you know the really good combos and your gameplay is on point, I can understand. But when everybody's just killing each other that fast, that to me is just way too fast. That's my biggest gripe with the game. It's just aside the high damage, it's the what do you call it? And obviously the bad lobbies. It's the Gatlings. I remember I've said this day one. I was like, they need to expand the Gatling options. The Gatling options are way too limited. You can't really do too much because of the way the system is. Like, you can't chain stuff really that well. It's mostly just 2-in-1s. That's all it is. It's like Street Fighter 2-in-1s. God, what the fuck? How come I might have to skip. I might have to skip artifacts tonight. Artifacts aren't. Damage is too high. I'm sorry to say, but the damage is way too high. I really think they need to nerf the damage some more. I mean, I know they nerfed it a little from the first beta, but I'm hoping they nerf it again. Like, it just needs to be less, you know? So, it's things they can fix. Again, 1, lower damage. 2, it better have a replay mode in the open lobbies, because that shit sucks if it doesn't. Because you should be able to just rematch without having to reload the fight. 3, more Gatling routes. What I'm asking for is not something they can't do. They can obviously add more Gatling routes. You know, there's not enough Gatling routes. It's mostly just, you know, all you can really do is punch into special move, punch into command normal, kick into dust, kick into special move, and then slash into hard slash. That's or slash into dust, hard slash into dust. It's very limited on your options, which I don't like. So I think the chain options need to be expanded upon. They don't have to be like stupid crazy, but I wish they had more options than what they give you now. Like it just feels like the options select is just so limited because people know what you're gonna do. Okay, there it goes. I think I have to play these later. I think they need to change. If they could change those three things, oh yeah, make it also where there's anti-air moves that actually are unblockable. Because everything in the air is blockable, which is kind of silly. No, DPs do not anti-air. People can just jump in block, which I don't like. Like I said, all these things I'm asking for is they can fix, and they would make the game so much better. They added some good changes. Like I do like the guts change is really good. The I do like the instant block is much better. A lot more strategic now. But as far as like your offense options, not it's kind of like just pokes into 2-in-1s. A lot of Street Fighter 2-in-1s, which I don't like. It feels like the way you feels like Street Fighter. I'm like Guilty Gear pokes are supposed to be a lot more crazy. Like I don't feel like you can be as crazy with your pokes. Because the fact that you're so limited on what you can poke with and what you can chain with, you just don't have a lot of options. You know what I mean? Just gonna skip the ores. I don't need the ores. Ores are not needed right now. But that's my opinion, Lita. I know one of my friends said the same thing. Like, I think he said one other thing he didn't like, but other than that, I told him, yeah, if you can get rid of those three things, change those three things, I think the game would improve much more. It's something that can feasibly be done, but it's whether Arc System Works is going to listen to us or not. Because they might say, no, this is how it's going to be. You need to deal with it. I'm like, okay, well, you're going to have really fast matches. You take so much damage, and the match is over so fast. Like, again, it's not as bad as Beta Day 1. Beta Day 1 was just terrible. Beta Day 1 was a joke. I was like, okay, this damage is just fucking stupid. Like, why is it so... You do so much damage. And they toned it down like 15%, but that's just not enough. It's still too much. It needs to drop another 15-20%. But yeah, I think the Gatling options need to be better. It's stuff they can fix. Like I said, I mean, I really can't see how the stuff I'm asking for is. I don't think I'm asking for too much. I really don't. I'm hoping they take it into consideration to see, like, people need to mention that, the stuff where it's like, hey, this is what the problem is. These are the problems you're going to run into. Also, there's infinites. They got to get rid of the infinites. It's like, I think 2 or 3 characters have 100% infinites. What's her name? Giovanna has an infinite. I saw it. You can literally time somebody out with it. It's like, okay, this is bad. You got to take that out. That's really broken. So obviously people are going to do that in a match, in a tournament match, because they're just going to get you in the combo and they're just going to loop you to death. You can't those time you out. It's guaranteed win. So I'm hoping they, shut those infinite loops down. Bad ones. Like, I also know there's some really bad glitches they need to fix. It's one of those things of, yeah, it's stuff they need to work on for sure. I'll when I stream it, I'm gonna tell people what I think, and I'm gonna be like, it's not bad. It just needs tweaking. You know, it's. I know, like one of my guys that I watch, Clever Fox Soul. He can't stand it. He hates it. He's like, this game sucks. I'm like, and his reasons are the same as mine. It's like, yeah, limited options. You can't. There's not much freeform. It's more Street Fighter footsies based, and I'm like, oh my god, I hate the footsies, man. This is, Guilty Gear is not Street Fighter. Granted, the combos can get a little crazy, not super crazy, but a little crazy. It's definitely not Exert crazy. Exert crazy, man, you can go fucking bananas in that game. But also matches in Exert also lasted a lot longer. Bananas in that game. But also matches in Exert also lasted a lot longer. This game, they just don't last long enough. Because it feels like what he said. He feels like when you do a combo in Guilty Gear Xrd, like a 3-4 hit, it doesn't feel very satisfying. Because you just get a shit ton of damage for just a little bit of hits, and it's like, okay, well, I just did 60% damage with 4 hits. Just the most basic combo. And I'm just like, why is such a basic combo doing that much goddamn damage? Like, it shouldn't reward you that much. For something that anybody can do. Anybody, any person with half a brain can do. It's like, come on. You're giving too much reward for little effort. Way too much reward. And then the people that do like more complicated combos, they don't really get much more out of it. It looks cool, but there's no reason to do it because the damage isn't worth it. You're gonna do all this canceling and all these extra hits, and then you look how bad the damage gets nerfed. So it's like, oh man, look at that cool 20-hit combo he did. It did like 10% more than what the 5-hit does. It's like, okay, then why are you doing all that work? It just feels satisfying to do. I want to be creative with my combos. I want to be able to do my own thing. But don't silence me. You know what I mean? Like that's the best way to say it. Like, don't silence me. Don't shut me up. Don't prevent me from doing what I want to do. Let me be creative. Let me incorporate my own things into my own system. My own. Give me that free form. Let me be myself. Let me express myself. You gotta give players that ability to express themselves. The minute you just shut them down, saying no, you need to play it this way and only this way, that gets boring because then everybody starts playing the same way. Everybody just does the same combos, does the same setups, because that's all they do. They can't do anything else. So you don't really see much variation.
I will have
Let
order.
people, again, let the creative nature of players flow. You want to expand creativity. Let people be who they want to be.
Power chord.
It's really important, I know some people don't care about that shit. They just care about, oh, I did a 2-hit 3-hit combo. I'm so good at this game, or like, oh man, I'm so fuck. Like I don't see why their satisfaction level. I've seen some of these people like in these rooms, like they say shit like that, where they're just like, oh man, it's so tight. I did a 3-hit combo, and I did so much damage. I'm like they're bragging about it, like they're so like, I'm like, wow. Your expectations of yourself are so low. Like, do you think that's impressive? Like, seriously? Like, come on. Like, come on. Like, Jesus. That's that casual talk, man. That's that super casual talk. You know, I understand like the whole concept of simple to pick up and hard to master, but I think there's a degree where you can't just make it that simple where everybody can do it. It really makes it really like dumbs the game down. You know, because when you lower the ceiling, lower the entry bar that much, you know, it doesn't really take a lot. And to me, like a lot of the experience with being good at a game is, you know, learning it, getting good at it, you know, practicing, you know, and learning your matchups and, you know, growing. You know, I think that's important. When you take that growth process away, it doesn't feel very satisfying to be good at it, you know? I want to be able to grow. I want to be able to grow, spend time on a game, learning it, and then seeing the fruits of my labor. Being like, oh, look how, you know, I'm really good at this game. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm learning. You know, I'm getting good. I'm learning the techniques. I'm learning, you know, how to do things. But then you take that away and you just like, okay, well, this is all you got to do. It's that simple. It just, there's no satisfaction in that. There really isn't. I can promise you this. You might invite a lot of players in the short haul. The short haul, everybody's gonna play it, but the long haul, I think, is going to be affected. I think the long haul is where it's going to be dangerous, where you're just gonna be like, okay, your game is not going to have lasting appeal. You know, it might be bring the hundreds of thousands in, you know, now, but what about 6 months from now? Are those people gonna be playing it? Probably not. They're gonna be jumping to Street Fighter 5 or Street Fighter 6. They're gonna be, you know, the only reason they're playing is because there's nothing else out. We'll see how loyal they are to the game. They're not gonna be. I promise you. They're going to jump ship so fast to another game. I don't see the Guilty Gear Strive hype being long term. That's the thing. I really don't. I think it's going to be short term. Unless they do something. So hopefully, again, they take the feedback into consideration. They make adjustments for the future. Look, hey, we need to put stuff in the game that's going to make it more hype. I was like, I agree. You need to. You gotta add on to it. You gotta build on it. You gotta build on it. Don't take so much away. You know, what made Guilty Gear great, you know, those systems, you know, granted, Accent Core Plus was the most advanced Guilty Gear by far. The most difficult Guilty Gear game to play. But I don't even think Exurd, it was that much of a downgrade from it. I still think Guilty Gear Exurd preserved a lot of the deep gameplay. Yeah, some of the execution parts of it were a lot simplified. Like, Roman cancels are much easier in Xrd. Like, there's no blue cancels, you know, the false Roman cancels. There's none of that shit. You know, I understand the appeal of that, because, oh, it's 2-frame timing. I'm not a big fan of that, but as far as, like, the combos, as far as the way, you know, what you could do, that didn't suffer very much. Very, very small, like, very light. The game still preserved Guilty Gear. Now you look at this one, it's like, yeah, you kind of trimmed a lot of the fat off. A lot. You trimmed it pretty hard. So, and I think, you know, again, I think it's going to show. I think for the long run, I just don't see the game being, like, awesome. You know, it'll be okay. You know, it'll be okay for, like, a few months, and I think after that, people are going to start dropping it. That's my honest opinion. If they keep it the way it is. And they don't change anything. I think eventually, you know, I do want to see if there's more to it, like the system is not showing us. There's a lot of things that are going through my head right now. I'm watching the gameplay. I'm like, what if you can do this? Can you do this? All that's my experimental phase, you know. That's where my mind wanders with gameplay, where I see it and I'm like, what can I do? What can I crack the case open? Like, can I figure out the mystery behind the system? You know, can I see where the magic is going to happen? I mean, maybe there is magic that people have not discovered. Because all you're really seeing is just the same old shit. You know, people are just doing basic loops that everybody else is doing. Not, I don't see much in terms of like new strategies or new setups. They did say that. That's turning out to be super false. It's not the deepest. I don't agree with that at all. But maybe there's something we don't know yet. There's definitely something more. Like I said, the game has not been fully dissected. There's probably a lot of stuff that we haven't found yet. So maybe we need to look further. You know, maybe we have to look harder. And it could be stuff that people are not realizing. You know, you don't know. It's hard to tell, you know? There's so many what ifs in my head when I see people play the game or I see characters' moves. Like, well, what if you do this? And what if you do that? What if you cancel this? Does this change if you do this? Does this work if you do this? I mean, there's so much that we need to explore that I'm not seeing anybody explore. I'm not seeing anybody do it. All I'm seeing is just the basic shit. Like, you want to see what most people do? It's mostly kick loops, because kick it bounces you. So when you kick in the air, when someone's getting juggled, it picks them up. Every person's kick does a pickup. So that's why you see a lot of kicks and combos, because you know jabs don't do it, because jabs immediately slam you to the ground. And I don't really see people doing air combos that much either. Like, the only air combo person I see really in the game is Melia. Melia is really the only air combo user. Everybody else is not really an air combo user. So, but everybody should have air combos. I mean, they should. I mean, Guilty Gear had a lot of aerial game. The aerial game in this game, is aside dash, is very minimal. You don't. The only reason you go in the air is to dash. Other than that, you don't. You don't really do too much. But yeah, there's a lot of little things I'm wondering are still in the game. Again, you just don't hear anybody talking about it. I don't really see many people lab either. Like, they don't. They just immediately go and start playing people online. I'm like, why don't you sit down and lab? Lab the game. Lab the character you like, and then sit down, go through all the moves, go through all the mechanics, test different mechanics with different moves, see what you can find. I think that's where the magic comes in. That's where the really deep gameplay comes in, when you start dissecting the system. And you realize that is there more than meets the eye, instead of just what everybody else is doing. Because I just feel that's what most people are doing, is they're just doing what everybody else is doing. It's like the extent of the game. They don't go beyond it. There's got to be more than this, you know? But I could be wrong too. Maybe that's all you can do. Maybe that's the game people have figured it out and like, oh, this is all you can do. There's really nothing else you can do. And if that's the case, that's really disappointing. That's really disappointing. That's going to kill the game. Because the people are already finding the best tech within a day. And it's literally, yep, best tech. This is what you do. This is the setup. This is the combo. That's what you do. Boom, that's all you can do. That's going to kill the game really fast, because you know people aren't going to expand beyond that. Everybody's going to know the tech, and there's nothing new to learn. That's where I think the game starts to get boring because you're not really learning anything new, and learning processes is most of the fun. I like learning. I like to learn the game. I want to get invested, and I want there to be a lot for me to discover, and then incorporate it into my own style. Not just, oh well, this is all you can do, and this is the most you can express yourself. Tough shit. If you don't like it, tough shit. I don't want that. One thing I learned about Guilty Gear is Guilty Gear players like to press buttons. We love pressing buttons. I like pressing a lot of buttons. I like doing lots of chains, like Tekken, where you're constantly doing chains and different mix-ups. That stuff is fun. We like to press buttons. But when press here, one button press there, I mean, I don't know. That to me kind of also ruins the flow of Guilty Gear, because Guilty Gear is supposed to be really hectic. A lot of hectic, a lot of crazy shit going on. A lot of fists in the North Star, like, oh, like just lots of fists going everywhere. Back and forth, lots of back and forth exchanges, lots of communication. But you take that away, it's like, okay, now we're playing Street Fighter footsies. And I'm like, I don't want to play Street Fighter footsies. Like, Street Fighter footsies that's why you play Street Fighter. That's the way I did the new beta, so I can't really tell you anything. I'm just basing it on my previous knowledge. And I was not too impressed with the first beta. I can tell you that much. I was not too impressed with it. But I see people just going in matches and they're just destroying everybody super fast. Like, matches on average are like 20 seconds. Like 20-second rounds. Jesus, like the match is over in less than a minute. So fast. Because you're doing a simple 3-hit combo. Oh look, he did a 3-hit. He did a move into a super, and he took fucking like 70% of his life. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's so ridiculous. Like, come on, like Guilty Gear Xrd, man, to do that much damage. Yeah, Amelia looks like she has a lot of her stuff from the previous game, but even then, she has like a trunk. Still want to see. I mean, my mains are going to be Potemkin, May, and Giovanna, probably. But yeah, I was also thinking Ramlethal and Amelia. A lot of people are using Ramlethal. Like, Ramlethal, he seems to be one of the most popular in the beta. Which is kind of surprising. I figured it'd be like Sol or Kai, but it's not. It's actually Ramlethal. I don't see many Melias. Not many Melias. Not many Melias. I don't see Axel either. I figured with Axel's time stop, everybody would be losing Axel. I don't see many people using it. Lot of fucking yeah, Nagaruki. Like, oh man, there's a lot of people using him. A lot of Nagaruyukis. He's definitely one of the most popular characters. Yeah, Giovanna's pretty popular too. Giovanna. Yeah, a lot of people like Giovanna. She's one of the easiest characters to use, that's why. But she is not. Like, I will say this. She's not replacement Jam for me. She's alright. But she's not going to replace Jam. Jam is... I know Giovanna's trying to be the new Jam, but she's not Jam to me. Jam, I think. I would rather play Jam than Giovanna. Just because I like Jam's tools better. Giovanna just feels like really straightforward, you know. She has like the fewest moves in the game. The you know, she doesn't have a lot, you know? You know, one thing I don't see really either, I don't see people really drift canceling at all. I don't see anybody really doing drift canceling. Kind of weird. What? Why? You know, drift canceling seems pretty cool. You know, I'm like, okay, have people not like experimented with drift canceling? Another thing I haven't seen people experiment with is the time stop. You know, with blue roaming cancels. Like,
Not cool.
those look interesting. Like, I could see that being an interesting tool. Like, I want to see if it can be used in an offensive way. But I haven't seen anybody use it in an offensive way. I don't know if you can. Like, is it possible to Roman cancel in with the blue Roman for the slowdown to do combos that you normally can't do? Thinking of that, brainstorming about that. It's like, oh, is blue Roman literally just to slow down your opponent, you know, and it's just nothing else beyond that. But I'm wondering, does it have other other uses beyond that?
Ugh, I missed a spot. I'll catch up.
I'm doing the wrong thing. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. I'm doing my wrong thing. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm getting my sidetracked. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I could be wrong. Maybe everything I'm thinking about. Maybe you can't do anything, which is gonna kill me because it's like, oh my god, like I have so many like ideas in my head, and if they all no, the Roman cancel, not bursting. I'm talking about Roman cancel, where you slow down time. Because you have there's three different Romans. There's actually technically there's four different Romans. There's a red Roman, which is the typical combo Roman. And you have blue Romans, which are Romans by whiffing a move in contact. That makes it where basically you just do it so you could slow down time for a period of time. You have purple Romans, which are late Roman cancels for moves that, like, say you do a DP or you whiff, and you do it to recovery to slow down the opponent, so the reaction fucks their reactions up. And then you have yellow Romans, which are they replaced dead angle, because dead angle was like the alpha counter, so they got rid of alpha counters. And I don't see anybody using walls to do mix-ups. Like, I see when people go to the wall, you just do it for the damage. Like, you don't do setups from the wall at all. There's no wall setups. I figure, you know, you want to get them in the wall, slam them to the wall, and then you don't do anything and you start setting up. So because you don't want to get them out of the wall, because you want to keep them locked down in the corner so they can't move. I'm wondering if there's a way to do that. I don't see anybody doing that. Like, everybody just breaks the wall and move and, you know, does stage transition because of, you know, the bonus super. You get tension and you get damage boost. You get damage from the break, which is good. I mean, you get a lot of benefit. I'm wondering, okay, what about people that don't want to break the wall? Is there some benefit to not breaking the wall? Or are they basically telling you, no, we want you to only break the wall. We don't want you to do anything else. Only break the wall. If that's the case, then that's going to kind of suck, because then there's really nothing. You basically just do the hardest hitting move in the corner just to get the most damage. That's all you do. Also, another thing I want to see is with aerial combos, You know, that's one thing I haven't seen. Can you Roman? Can you Roman in a dust loop combo? I've not seen anybody do that. I'm wondering, you know, when you do the special knockup and then you follow up, I'm wondering, can you do a combo and then Roman cancel in the middle of it to get extra hits? I haven't seen anybody do that. I haven't seen anybody do that shit.
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.
See, stuff like that, you know, that's what gets my brain juicing up because I'm just like, can you do
Whatever it is,
shit like that?
exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
You know, or can you an aerial like I know May Super can be done in the air. Can you do like an air combo into May Super and then like Roman cancel out of it before you're out of the animation to keep air comboing? You know, stuff like that. You know, it's like, can you do shit like that, or can you not do anything like that? And that's where my creative juices kick in, thinking all this shit in my head. Like, you know, and if you can, you're just opening up a new world because you're like, oh man, look at all these cool things you can do. That's where I get excited because then I start saying like, hey, I can express myself. I can do things that other people aren't doing. Doing that, I like to be the trendsetter. Like I go in there and I play and I do all these crazy combos and crazy setups and like, holy shit, I've never seen someone do this before. That's the feeling I like, man. I love that feeling. Like when you know, like you know, like you. It's. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I like strutting my stuff. I do. I love showing off. It's like I like entertaining people. So when you see me do something that nobody else does, it's way more interesting to watch somebody like that. When you see multiple people doing it, it's like, dude, to me, that's a good game. And when you see nobody, it's not like you've seen one player, you've seen them all. No, you've seen like, man, you've seen this person's character, and then you see this person's character. It's completely different. That's the kind of stuff I like. That's where the creative expression kicks in. I don't know how you feel about it, Lita. Yeah, and that's just my opinion. I mean, doesn't mean I'm right. You know, I'm just saying that's how I feel. Oh, that's important to me. It really is. Like that can really increase my enjoyment level by a tremendous amount. Because I feel like what I'm investing in, I feel that there's a payoff. There's a payoff. That satisfaction kicks in so hard, and you're enjoying the game. You're enjoying. It's like, look, behold my creation. Look what I made with my blood, sweat, and toil. Look what I've done that nobody else has done. I mean, you're like that trendsetter. That's cool. You give somebody the tools, and then they go beyond the norm, or they go, they use the tools to make their own thing. That to me is awesome. You just take that away from and take that away from everybody, and you just have no creative expression whatsoever, where everybody's doing the same thing. It really it waters down the satisfaction. There's no benefit. There's nothing interesting what you're doing. It's like, oh, you're doing what every other character does. That's not fun. That's not interesting. That's boring. That's really. That's what I think, Lita. That's how. I know not everybody feels the way I do, but that's honestly how I feel. I think that's really, really, really important. It really is. It makes a difference. It really does. Like seriously, it's a game changer. Difference between like I think it honestly it's a difference between liking a game and loving a game. That's how much of an impact it makes.
I'll catch up.
I don't know what this whole deal with just making everything a uniform structure. Like you need like I wish developers would stop doing that. I really do. I really wish developers would stop doing that shit. Like they're so bent on like making things balanced. No, we don't want to make it. We don't want people to feel like bad because they can't win. I'm like, well, that's a part. That's the competitive nature. I don't think watering it down or making where everybody has to be like a special snowflake. I don't think that's the answer. That's the half-ass way of doing it. But also at the same time, you can't force people to want to learn something. They don't want to learn it. They ain't gonna learn it. That's just the truth. They're not gonna fucking learn it. That's honest to truth. That's honest to God's truth. If they don't want to learn it, they ain't gonna fucking learn it. And if they don't want to, that's fine. Let them. Let them think that way. That's their choice. Nothing wrong with that. It's like, hey, I don't want to learn that. Okay, then you don't have to. That's fine. No one's making you do it. Exactly. You're gonna lose either way. But I just feel like dumbing it down. You're kind of ruining it for everybody else. Like, let everybody else stop taking that enjoyment away from them because other people are afraid of losing or getting their feelings hurt. I'm like, oh my god, go play something else. That's all I can say is go play something else. You don't like having your feelings hurt and you don't like learning something new, then go play something else. Like, don't ruin the fun for everybody else because, oh, well, it doesn't make me happy. It doesn't make me, like, the game should revolve around my ass. You're like, no, that's not how it should be. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a hard game, and there's plenty of easy games out there. If you want to play an easy game, go play an easy game. I think just purposely watering down a game that's deep just so the majority, feels like a special snowflake. I don't know. I just that to me rubs me the wrong way. It really rubs me the wrong way.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Checking something. much money do I need to spend? Keep in mind all this shit. Gotta spend all this stuff. Still got a bit to spend. So need to do money, need to do 2 more days of this, so that's 645 times 2, that's 1290. Yeah, I need about 1,000 points more, so I need to do 2 of these. I'll do the Mora and then do one of these. Doesn't really matter which one. I can do the ley line, I can do the domains. Something. Yeah, I gotta get at least 2 of these done. Maybe 3. Get all this. I'm just trying to make sure I maximize my week. This. Do spiral. Yeah, I might be able to get level 50 by the end of next week. I mean, might be able to do that.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
That's it for me tonight. Would love to play more, but fortunately I can't. Gotta get to bed soon. I gotta get up early. Gotta be back to work in 7 hours. Gotta start work at 12 o'clock tomorrow. So I'll make sure I get enough sleep. I was gonna play. I was supposed to have Guild tomorrow off, but they called me in for overtime, so I gotta come in tomorrow. Hopefully next week the overtime's over. I heard we might not have to do overtime next week. But yeah. Well, thanks for watching, Lide. That's pretty much just you, so everybody else is kind of gone right now. So, but tomorrow, like I said, I'll be on. I get off work at 9 o'clock, so hopefully, like I said, everything. I get off work and I can hopefully play Guilty Gear. If not, then I have to wait till Saturday. Um, I don't know yet because it depends. I hope the net's better because the net is so bad right now. I'm lagging so bad and connections are really shitty. It's like crazy. I've already dropped 95,000 frames in the last 2 hours. Fucking ridiculous. So internet's really bad right now. I don't know what's going on right now. Charted being chartered like usual. So. But anywho's guys, I'm gonna get out of here. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna go to sleep. I gotta get up in 6.5 hours to get ready for work. So and then I'll be on for Guilty Gear at 9 o'clock tonight. So if you guys want to come by and watch Guilty Gear, come on down. I'll probably play till like probably 3 o'clock, and then from 3 to like 5, I gotta do Genshin stuff, and then I gotta go back to sleep, and then I gotta get up at 10 to go to a doctor's appointment and go see my mom. Then I gotta run some errands. Then after that, I'll probably be back on around 6. Yeah, I know. Sorry, Lita. I gotta work. I gotta work today. Back to back shift. So I just got off work like an hour and a half ago, and then I got to come back to work again. So I got to do it. I have no choice. They either said, "Hey, you either come in the afternoon or the night." Like, well, if I come at night, I'm not going to play Guilty Gear at all tomorrow. So that's why I'm like, okay, well, if I work the afternoon shift, I can at least play Guilty Gear for like 5 hours, and then I can play on the weekend, Saturday, probably for like 8 hours, because I'm gonna play the most on Saturday. Hopefully, but we'll see what happens. If the net is fucking still garbage, I'm not gonna play Guilty Gear. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try unplugging all my network equipment and resetting it. I don't think that's gonna fix anything. I think it's something wrong on their end. So, anyways, lady, you have a good one. I'll see you guys later. You guys take care and have a good night. See you later.